I'm here with Aarya.
Yeah.
Hello, Ashlyn.
Hello.
Thanks for sitting with me down here today.
Of course.
Would you introduce yourself, say anything?
My name is Aarya.
That's short and sweet. That's perfect. Have you ever ghosted anyone?
Yes.
Okay, can you provide maybe some context on how that came about?
There was this girl who was really who really liked me, and yeah, she told me she loves me and all that stuff. So I think that's kind of like a turn off, and which made me ghost her, like, because
Would you say like she came too strong, too quick?
it's not that. It's just that yeah, you could also say that, but then it's also like it's a turn off when people really like you and love you, and you don't feel the same way about them.
It was just a really awkward situation with a friend. He liked me and I turned him down, but he wouldn't stop. So I just left him on open one day and then never responded after that.
Okay, so when you say that, you first took like the approach of trying to be nice to him and letting him down easy.
Yeah, he was a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
And it just became too awkward when he became too persistent, and I was like, you know what? It's not worth it.
How long were you guys friends for?
Oh goodness, 2 years before
2
he
years?
asked me out. Yeah.
Okay. So at what line did you like make the decision to just stop trying to be nice and just maybe take another approach?
I think he started getting other friends involved in the
Okay.
situation, and so that just started feeling really awkward. Like every time I talked to our other friends, they'd be like, "Oh, you and blank," and I'd be like, "Let's not do that."
Yeah.
Like I already told him no, but he was telling people things, so
Okay.
it just felt very like I didn't have
It's
another choice.
Like when it kind of got out your control and became
Yes.
like a big ordeal.
Yeah.
Why would you consider it a turn off if someone has stronger feelings for you than you do for them?
No, for me, it just feels like, for me, I like chasing. I don't like it when things come without any effort.
Do you think that ghosting is the best way to fizzle a relationship out?
No, there are like a lot of better ways to deal with, breaking up or leaving someone.
It shouldn't be the first resort. I think it should definitely be, not to speak highly of myself, but in my situation where I tried to let him down easy and
Yeah.
I tried to talk to him alone and about everything, and it just doesn't work. It should never be the first resort because I feel like it's very mean. It leaves people confused and it could make them hang on as well and think there still might be a chance, and it's just not fair to anyone.
Do you at all regret the way that you ghosted this girl in your past?
Yeah, I could have handled it better. Okay, she was a bit like crazy. Like I think she had some psychological issues.
That's
So
fair.
she wouldn't listen to me even if I had a civilized talk with her.
And when you had the civilized talk with her, what would you say to her?
I would say I never made us exclusive because I just wanted it to be casual, and if I did like her after that, then it would go to something. But
Okay, fair.
she reacted too quick about it, and and then things went too fast, and then I noticed that she's crazy, and then
Just dipped out there, son.
yeah, just
Just dipped out. Okay, I'm going to give you like a little scenario here.
Mhm.
Let's put you in a situation where you were talking to someone and you really liked them.
Okay.
However, they decided that they did not reciprocate those feelings. How long would they have to go with not speaking to you before you decided that they were ghosting you? I just realized it sounds like I'm salty about being ghosted once. And I'm like
Yeah,
trying to.
pretty mean.
Yeah, no.
What do you think about ghosting? I feel like now I would get the hint immediately.
Okay,
Like at this age, I would be like, yeah, okay,
so
it's over.
if they didn't reply to one message,
If we're talking like didn't reply just for a day,
yeah,
no, probably I would probably understand that. But if it was like a week
yeah,
and there was no reply, I'd probably be like, yeah, they're not
Okay.
interested.
I would give maximum 2 days, because if even if she does reply after the 2 days time frame, it's clear that she doesn't really have much interest in you.
yeah,
So there's no point in actually talking to that person after 2 days of ghosting.
yeah. Okay, we're gonna change the pace here a bit.
Okay.
What happens to you when you die?
I don't really know.
I think you just fly in the skies.
Yeah, yeah. You just become particles, bro.
Yeah.
For like my own sanity and for hope, I would like to believe that there is a heaven. But at the same time, I believe we came from the earth, and I kind of think that we just go right back there. I think it just kind of ends.
the people who are still alive,
Someone wants an interview.
they carry on rituals, like my family members. They just carry on rituals. They color my body with flowers, garlands, and all this type of stuff. And yeah, and then they burn my body.
How often do you think about death?
Quite often, actually.
Yeah.
For a 19-year-old, I think about it quite often.
Just like a part of the daily routine.
Kind of, actually.
Yeah. Do you believe in reincarnation?
Yeah, I think there's like this theory where a person has 5 generations of life. I don't know. It's probably a myth, or I don't know, but I think it does. Yeah, I do believe it.
So do you think that you are the first generation of this reincarnation process, or is it like nowhere to know really?
Yeah, you do know you're asking me something that I can't really answer.
Okay, fair. There's nowhere to know really.
Yeah, how am I supposed to know if I was alive in the previous generation?
Do you think having this idea that you believe that there's an afterlife makes day-to-day living easier?
I think it depends on how you approach it. I know some people who are religious because of fear, the fear of going to hell. I don't want to live my life in fear of something that I don't know if it's true or not. So I refuse to live it for I want to be good so I don't go to hell, like the fear of that. But I do believe there are many people who are religious and it makes them like a good person, and it makes their day-to-day easier, and it gives them an answer for literally the one question even science can't prove.
If you died today, would you be happy with the life you lived up to this point?
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with the life I've lived. I've had really good fun, and I've had really good people in my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Apart from the one that you ghosted.
I would be happy with the person I died as, like the mark I've left. Yes, I would be sad because I don't feel like I've done enough. I don't feel like I've lived enough. But up until this point, for again a 19-year-old, I feel like I would be happy with like who I died as. Yeah, deep question there.
Is there anything that you would have done different? Do you hold any big regrets?
No, not really, except for some people that I might have hurt.
I feel like there could be some regrets around moving when I did and kind of how I did. But I mean, I've had the opportunity to change things and I haven't.
You feel content?
I feel pretty content.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel good.
I guess everyone has to go through that trial and tribulation of just, I think you have to be a bad person first to become a better person afterwards. You have to make the mistakes first to learn from them.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think that there's an expectation for people to talk about their mental health struggles openly?
I think everybody has some kind of issue going on in their life, like mental health wise, but it's really up to some people. Some people are able to process it and keep it to themselves and deal it in a better way.
Yeah.
But some people are just weak. You just gotta accept that, and probably you should ask for help. Family, friends, who you think would be able to help you in a good way.
I don't think you should be expected to. I don't think anyone should be forced to talk about what they're going through, because there are things that I feel could be better handled by someone figuring it out for themselves. But it should be always an option for someone.
You should always feel like you have that option, even if you don't use it.
Yeah.
What would you say to someone who feels that speaking out about these problems would turn them into like a bit of not an annoyance, but some sort of, party pooper?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if someone feels like they can't talk about things because they're going to be a burden, that's really sad. And I would tell them either find new people that will talk to them about it, or like that you will always have someone. There's always going to be someone who's going to be willing to listen, especially if you've been a listener for people before. If you've been the support for someone, you should always have someone to reach out to. You should never feel alone. Uh-oh.
Oh. Fair enough. I just got hacked.
But yeah, otherwise, some people they think they can deal with it themselves, which is good.
Yeah.
You become stronger. You become a stronger person day by day. You know?
But do you think that there's also a double-edged sword, whereby if someone were to internalize mental health problems or whatever problem they're going through, that just compounds and compounds until it gets to a point where, they can't internalize it as well as they thought they would, and it just kind of boils over?
Yeah, I think there are some mental health issues which are really which are worse. Like it has a very bad effect on the person. Yeah, those kind of problems should be really at an early stage, because something bad doesn't happen. Yeah, I think if something that bad is happening, the person would be able to feel it and wouldn't be able to cope with it in the first place, and would reach out for help anyways.
To what extent do you share your personal struggles to other people?
I don't really share much of my personal struggles with. I did with my ex, but she's long gone now.
I feel like that really depends. I have a smaller circle of friends. I keep only the people that I find personally like valuable to my emotions in my life. So I feel like all of my friends at this point, housemates, a few of the friends that I have in my classes do know everything. I don't talk about it often. I feel like some of the stuff is more turned into like jokes.
Yeah.
Because everyone goes through something, and if you're all joking about it, it doesn't feel as
Yeah,
bad.
rather laugh than cry.
Yeah, exactly. And we're all laughing together, and it feels great. So I feel like all my friends do know about stuff, like past stuff. I don't feel like I talk about it or like need support on it, like often at all.
Yeah.
I go to my mom more than anything.
So would you say your mom's also the person that you open up to the most?
My mom knows everything about me.
Okay. Who do you talk to about your mental health issues the most with?
I would say my mom. I try to like keep it to myself because I feel like I know you have to let your struggles outside. Sometimes you got to vent it out to someone. Sometimes,
Yeah.
But I prefer keeping it to myself because when you express that you're having a lot of problems and stuff to people, then I don't think that's a really good impression you want to make.
Would you say it's like a fine balance whereby if you don't express at all, then you're potentially setting yourself up for a meltdown in the future? And if you overexpress too much, then you're almost burdening others by the extent to which you're talking about your mental health issues.
Yeah, exactly. There should be a balance, and it's all right if you don't express a lot because even if there's not a balance in that area, like if you don't express a lot, because you just have to find yourself. You have to deal with it yourself and find yourself ways to be happy, even with the problems. Because everyone has problems, you know.
That's true. What is the difference in extent to which you talk to your mom about mental health issues? If you were to compare that to your friends and social circles, people who aren't as close to you as your mom.
I think like the actual when it's happening situations, I wouldn't tell anyone else but my mom about. Like if it's actually like panic attacks, I'm not going to go talk to a friend about that. I call my mom. Even like Eli, my boyfriend, like my mom's the first call when something like that is happening, or when I feel like I can't do something anymore, when I just feel exhausted. Like she is the first person I reach out to. So I think the difference is like the feeling versus the actual like action of something happening. Is the difference.
I don't really share about my mental health issues with anyone really, because I only share about sometimes I get really stressful with all the work I'm doing here and all that stuff, and sometimes how I miss family back home. I don't really mention or talk about actual mental health issues to anyone.
And when you do go to your peers with an issue, what are you hoping the appropriate response is, if anything?
Most of the time I do feel like I'm just looking to talk to somebody. I know being our age and uni students, while we're always surrounded by people, can actually be very lonely, and like you can go through a lot of things. So a lot of the times I am just kind of looking for like an ear that's going to listen, or someone that can just sit there with me while I talk about whatever's going on in my life.
What is your main reason why you hold back from talking to other people? Do you think perhaps that if you were to talk to other people, you'd almost be burdening them by listening to you?
To my mom, yes, but to other people, it's more like I would say yes as well, but it's more like I don't want to let other people know about my issues, you know, because it's
private at the end of the day. You know?
It's private, and I don't. And all those problems, I don't think they can do anything to help anyways. So what's the point in telling them about it? It's just waste of time and energy, because you think about it again, and then you feel all the emotions again, and then you talk to that person about it. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't actually thought about why I don't talk about those things to others. I haven't actually thought about it.
They say as well, like that's what therapy mostly is you talking about your own issues in a safe space, and it gives you the opportunity to join the dots yourself.
Yeah. That's why they like say if you're like going to turn in an essay, read it out loud before you turn it in. You can find any mistakes. I feel like talking about things out loud helps you find the little details you might miss if you're just thinking about it on your own.
Yeah, I think it's always best you deal with your personal problems, because no one else would take care of yourself then.
How much of your life are you comfortable with sharing on social media?
I feel like I don't actually share a lot compared to other people. Like I'll do the like when I travel, I'll post a picture. Holidays, I'll like post. Like most of my Instagram is just me and Eli. And like travel, and that's it. Like my day to day I'm not like posting personally. I'm not posting like my fit pictures in the morning or like my like, oh, I'm going to the gym.
You're
like,
not on that cloud grind.
I'm not
Cloud
trying
chaser.
to be an influencer at all.
I would say I think this applies to everyone. I would say I would just post all the good stuff happening in my life.
Yeah.
And leave out the bad stuff. Yeah. I think I would share like the good bits of my life. You know.
That's what everyone does.
Yeah,
right?
that's what everyone does.
I mean, that's what like creates this unrealistic expectation, is that everyone's sharing the good parts of their life.
Yeah.
You don't see behind the scenes what actually is going on.
I honestly don't even post, I feel like, that much. It takes me days after it's like something. Like I haven't posted my trip that got back from 2 days ago.
Yeah. How do you feel when you see people posting things that you would consider yourself to be oversharing if you were to do it yourself?
I can't lie, I do sometimes get annoyed with people. Because I'm like, everyone nowadays especially talks about, oh, like privacy is important. Like you're your own person. You have the right to do whatever. And it's like, yeah, I never support bashing anyone online. But then if you're going to post something and like get upset or backlash because of like hate that you're getting, I'm just like, but you're choosing to share it. Yeah. Like I specifically don't choose to share those things because I feel weird.
I think it's really up to the person. Like, for example, I don't feel good about oversharing, like just posting and spamming all the time. I don't feel really good about it. But some people, like they like letting out all the things happening in their life, like posting everything, like every single minute. Yeah, and that's completely up to them. That's fair. That's how. If that's what makes them feel better, then go for it.
Do you remember when my Snapchat got hacked? You might not have been awake. It was like 2 a.m. for us.
No, when was that?
My Snapchat got hacked and someone posted a picture of me. It wasn't like a bad picture, but it wasn't a picture I wanted anyone else to see. And I had so many guys that I thought were like friends and stuff, like sliding up, being like, oh my God, like you look hot, da da da. And I was like, this is exactly why I don't do that.
That's crazy.
This is why I don't do that. I unfollowed like 6 people that I've known since childhood. So I was like, but because I don't post that, so I'm not like sitting here like, yeah, it just happens like I expected it, because I don't want that. I promise it wasn't actually a bad photo. Like my girlfriend slid up, like Lily slid up, and she just thought it was like a gym pic. I see. I was in sweats, just like holding out my shirt, how people do for like an ab shot.
Oh, I see. I see.
It wasn't for public eyes.
I see.
For my boyfriend.
Okay, yeah, that's rough.
And he posted it.
That's rough, man.
Posted it, and I had so many people sliding up. My girlfriends were being like, damn, you look good, like a compliment, but then I had guys being like saying the weirdest stuff.
Would you mind enlightening us as to some of the things that these guys said?
I had one of my friends who I actually used to be really like close with, a gym buddy, slide up and be like, damn, I'm upset I can't be there to like see the results or whatever. And I was like, that felt weird. A childhood friend, someone I knew from elementary school.
That is crazy.
Slid up and said, you know, when you spell damn, like D-A-Y.
Yeah, like the frat boy variation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. And then another one who's actually one of his close friends in elementary school just slid up and said like, fine, with like hard eyes. It was just really awkward. It was just a weird situation to be put in.
It's crazy how one photo that you posted kind of almost gave these guys the all clear, and like finally, now that you posted this, now is the time that I can shoot my shot.
The right to slide up and say something.
And did they know at this time that you had a boyfriend?
Yes, I had been posting him all week.
That is crazy.
I think we humans, Homo sapiens, I think we make a comment and judge everything about everyone, and that's like a human thing. No one's not gonna judge you.
Yeah, that's right.
Even if you post even one story, someone's gonna judge you no matter what.
Yeah, look at this video. Look at this video recording a podcast.
So people are gonna keep talking shit about you. Or make some dirty comments about you.
Yeah, that's true. No one's safe.
Yeah, but you still gotta do it.
You get like those people that everyone likes.
Huh? You
get those people that everyone likes. I mean, they're rare, but
yeah. But there are some people.
Most people. Someone's gonna have something negative to say. Anyway, thank you for being a part of this conversation.
Of course.
And is there anything last that you would like to say?
No, this was lovely. This was very fun. I was nervous because I'm the first person, but it's been great. It's been lovely, even with the multiple interruptions.
Yeah, it was a roller coaster.
Hope it gets smoother for you.
All right, man. Thank you for doing the podcast. Thank you very much.
Thank you.